Hey family, so one day I was talking about, Greek mythology with my daughter, because she was asking me about the gods, right? Poseidon and Athena and all that, right? And so I was telling her that Greek mythology is the story of the fallen. If you really think about it, right? You have these quote unquote gods that are coming down, mating with humans, and creating these demigods, right? So, but if you read the book of Enoch, you see that these gods is really the fallen angels that decided to come down, that lusted after the humans, the women, and they made it with them. And it doesn't say they created demigods, it says they created monsters and giants, right? The Nephilims, right? So I was just showing her how one can say, this is God's, but according to God, it shows us that they actually demons, that they was worshiping demons, okay? And so what I also noticed when I was talking to my daughter about this is that those gods could only have the power that God showed them, right? So this is why it's so many gods, right? Because the only power they know is what God showed them. And the power he showed them is what they needed to complete their tasks, right? So the angels that fell from heaven, they had knowledge of the power of how to manipulate the clouds, manipulate the sun, the water, whatever their job description was when they was in heaven. They had that knowledge and power on how to do that and that only, right? So that is why in the Greek mythology, why so many of their gods only had like a specific power, why they could only do this and that, because that is the only power that God had taught them. So that's the only power they had knowledge of how to use and to trick these humans into, worshiping them, right? So it just shows me that why would I want to follow the devil when he has a limited source of power, right? He only knows what God taught him. Why would I follow him when I can follow a God that has all power, that is not limited, that can help me in all areas in my life, right? So, it just shows me that, when I was reading the book of Adam and Eve, that most people just follow him because of the promises he makes. Because he don't have no real power. He can't stop God. And when things hit the fan, he go abandon you. So why would you follow somebody like that? And I noticed his same trend, when he trying to get somebody to follow him. When it was Adam, he promised him the Godhead. He promised him a light that he already had. Like, he promised him power that he already had. So he plays off of your lack of knowledge of what you already have, and which he just play off of your mind, you're lacking knowledge, right? And then he also, when he was talking to Cain, he was like, he promised him a land filled with, material things. He's like, I would give you this land filled with, this and that, beautiful women, right? And I would drape you in these types of clothes, material things. Then he tried to approach Seth with the same thing, promising he could take him to a land with a whole bunch of beautiful women, right? A land where there's no God, a land where, there's no sin. You could do whatever you want to. And he could provide you all these material things. So that shows me the only thing the devil can do for you is provide stuff that you can get yourself without, compromising your soul, without, hurting other people. But it's crazy how many people would rather hurt somebody and get something than do something the right way and get it. And Cain showed me that. He would rather kill his brother and get something than to do what was right by God and gain the same favor. So Cain shows me that, we would rather do what's wrong and get ahead, even if it means hurting people, stabbing people in the back, destroying people's lives just to get ahead, then do what's right. And you can have all those things the devil promise you and so much more without hurting anybody. And we wonder why this world is so messed up. And we wonder why the devil is not afraid to hide himself no more. Because we're showing him that, no matter what he do, we're going to accept it. We're going to be okay with it. And we see that with these celebrities. They do a lot of things that's wrong, and we let it slide, we overlook it because they're our favorite singer, they're our favorite actress or actor. So we let them do things that is wrong, that a normal person would go to jail for or whatever. We promote evil every day. We tell people that's trying to promote good, trying to promote God, trying to promote what's right, we tell them to shut up, get a life, right? And then when the devil is out here, we're like, ooh, bring on some more sin. Bring it on, devil. We love it. We love it until he's knocking at our door, ready to destroy our lives. So I'm just saying, we can't have it both ways. We can't be, worshiping the devil and then mad when he stabs us in the back. You gotta not entertain him.